What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, it's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. Today's review is going to be that of the DC Direct, yes, not collectibles, DC Direct Dark Knight Returns Superman figure. Really excited finally about getting this figure. I got him for a fantastic deal. I got him for $8 at my local comic shop. The guy, I'm really good friends with my local comic shop owner, and he very rarely has figures there, but when I saw this guy, I was like, oh, snatch, real quick. And you know, he gave me a really great discount because he knows I always come in there, and whenever he's got action figures, he knows I always grab them. So he was actually listed for $15, which is really cheap for this guy. He usually goes for around $25 to $30 online, and picked him up for $8. He gave him, he's like, you know what, give me $8 for this guy. That's fine. And I was like, you're awesome. So really cool. I got him brand new in package. And he does come with a display base. He also comes, as I'm farting around with his packaging still, he does come with a display base and two accessories, which I'll get to in a second. But let me just set him aside. And I'm really excited about getting this Superman figure because he's actually one of my favorite looks for Superman, but not one of my favorite versions of Superman. Unfortunately, I wasn't really a big fan of what they did with Superman in the Dark Knight Returns comic. To me, that's not Superman. That's just some guy dressed up as Superman, not acting like Superman. As a comic book fan, I don't really consider that a real canon version of Superman, to be honest with you. But we'll get to that in a second. Here's the packaging. It says Superman on the bottom. And here's a nice picture of Superman on the side. And on the other side, gives you put all the pieces together, you kind of get this little display look right here. Then on the back, you have the other four figures in the wave, or all four of the figures in the wave. Carrie Kelly Robin. You have Batman, the Joker, and Superman. So, there you go. It would be cool to maybe celebrate this graphic novel if they came out with some updated versions of these figures. Because most of these figures are pretty much statues, and I don't really mind that he's just a statue, because I just think this figure looks absolutely fantastic. I love his anatomy, and he's just pretty much just stocky and just jacked, and not your typical look for Superman, let's be honest here. But I don't know why, but for some reason I just really like the feel to this figure, the look to this figure. It looks like he's just, if you pulled him right out of the pages of the comic and were given an action figure right out of the comic, this would be it. I think all the figures in this wave are pretty well done. But I think I almost like this figure the most. He stands the easiest. Like I said, he's basically a statue. His legs do move forward and back a little bit, but you're really not going to get the best range of motion with this guy. He's not really meant for that. So I can completely give it a pass for that. And kind of forgive them for not giving him a lot of articulation, because I don't really want a lot of articulation with this figure. I just kind of want him to stand there, and I can just kind of look at him whenever I want. But the other two accessories that he comes with are the Kryptonite arrow, which Green Arrow kind of hold, and you can hold it in this hand here. I mean, any way you want to have him hold it, you can. Whether you want to have him hold it this way. Ugh, I kind of have to really push it through. Oh, now it wants to be a pain. But basically, just to show you guys, this is how he can hold it this way, or he can hold it the other way if you want to have him hold it that way when he catches the arrow. And you can also have this crumbled up Batman mask kind of sitting on his fist like this. I don't know why you would ever want him to or have him posed like that, but it's there for your pleasure, I guess. I'm probably just gonna have this guy stand just the way he is and just look really nice. But great sculpt work, and like I said, I like the look for Superman in this because it's a totally different look for Superman. It's Frank Miller's design on Superman. It's a very different and classic look for me, I think. And I just hated his character. This is every time I saw it, and I love reading it. It's nice. I love the movies. They're great. It's literally right. If you watch the movies part 1 and 2, you really should watch The Dark Knight Returns part 1 and 2, the movie, because it's just a fantastic movie, and it literally is almost like word for word right out of the pages of the graphic novel, and it looks the same too. But for the most part, I hated what they did with Superman in that graphic novel. And I'm a Batman fan, but I hated what they did. Because Superman would never act like that. I've been reading Superman for long enough where I know that Superman would never act like that. And I just don't see... that's like the big thing now, Batman versus Superman, where we all know that Superman would beat the brakes off of Batman. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. We all know that Superman would destroy Batman in probably 5 minutes, if that. So let's just be honest with each other here. I don't care if he's got 10 kryptonite rings. But Superman could just pick up Batman and launch him into space, and that's pretty much the end of Batman. Or crush his head, or use laser vision and cut his head off. So, any way you pretty much look at it, Batman is pretty overwhelmed in my book. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. But keep it to yourself. But for the most part, I really do like this figure a lot. Like I said, he's not the best posed figure. He's pretty much just going to be a statue. As far as his articulation goes, his head does swivel side to side. He doesn't really have any arm articulation, doesn't really want to go forward or back. He kind of just stands here. He does have a single bend at the elbow, and that's pretty much it. He does have a hinge at the leg so they can go forward and back a little bit, and he does have a single bend at the knee, which goes up about that far back. And that's pretty much it. He's really just meant to stand here and just kind of look good. I think he looks good. Like I said, I like his build. I like the anatomy of this figure. I think it looks really nice. And he's got really a nice pliable plastic, or rubbery, excuse me, not plastic, rubbery material for his cape. And he's got the Superman logo on the back. I wasn't a big fan of it being all yellow. I would have preferred some red in here. It just would have looked a little bit better. Kind of give it the opposite. But that's Miller's design, so whatever. But I think this is a really nice pickup, and if you can find him for the right price, I think he's still worth 20 bucks to me. I would have paid 20 bucks for him. I would have paid 15, which is what he was listed at my local comic shop. I just happened to get a really nice deal. So, if you can get a great deal, you're getting a fantastic figure, and especially if you're a Superman fan. I know a lot of Superman fans don't like The Dark Knight Returns just because of, and I completely understand that. Superman fans, I know, I understand, I get it. But you can't deny that this is a really nice figure. You really can't. Yeah, just really like it overall. The sculpting, the S is sculpted here. It's ingrained into the chest. Really nice sculpting for the belt. A little bit of paint overlap for the blue onto the belt here, but not too bad. I'm just kind of pointing it out. That's kind of what I'm doing. He does have a single peg hole at the bottom of his foot for his display stand. I don't really see any other problems. His butt looks a little weird. It's like like he's wearing a thong or something. I don't know what's going on. Like an offsetted thong. But like I said, this is probably one of my favorite Superman figures, to be honest with you. I would say Kingdom Come is probably my favorite. The Alex Ross Superman is probably my favorite, but this is probably a close second, to be honest with you. So, I don't know, final thoughts. I would definitely recommend getting this figure. I think he's a really nice figure, and if you're not looking for a Superman figure with loads of articulation and loads of QC issues, then this is your guy. This is your guy. He's got great sculpt work. He looks just like he's supposed to out of the graphic novel, so he is accurate, and I like the look for him in the graphic novel. I just didn't like the character too much. But I know, I still love Superman as a character, the real Superman, like All-Star Superman. Love that Superman. But I don't know. To me, this isn't really canon Superman in that graphic novel. But I'll shut up about that. That's my little rant. But and I'm a Batman fan. This is coming from a Batman fan's mouth. So, with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you guys on the flip side.